have big developments in Manipur on two fronts, in the political front as well as in the law and order front. As far as the law and order front, first, there has been intense firefight in Jiribam area overnight. The firing is still going on. Heavy firing is going on in the Jiribam area even now. According to latest reports, already 9 people belonging to both the Kukis and the Meiteis have been killed actually, and several people are injured in the Jiribam area in the clash that took place late last night, and the firing is still, as I said, continuing even now. There are also reports of heavy firing in the Sugnu area, in the periphery areas in the valley today, and we will go to Lucky Boy for those details in a short while from now. So once again, suddenly, and there are also reports of bombs being dropped in the Sugnu area. So we will go for details a short while later. Let's talk to the political developments now. As soon as Manipur Governor Lakshman Prasad Acharya returns to capital Imphal today, he is out of station. As soon as he returns to capital Imphal today, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh and all the MLAs of the ruling alliance are likely to meet him, the governor. And this has, of course, triggered speculations as to whether the Chief Minister is going to recommend keeping the Manipur Assembly in suspended animation. Now, yesterday's emergency cabinet meeting that took place late evening and went on till close to 9 p.m. Several ministers in that cabinet meeting came up with this idea of keeping the Manipur Assembly in suspended animation. Now, suspended animation is not recommending dissolution. If the assembly is dissolved, then there can be president's rule and fresh elections are to be held. But if the assembly is kept in suspended animation, then it can be revived any time. But during the interim period, it will of course be governor's rule. Now, why are the ministers, are the ministers even talking about this idea? Why are they toying with this idea? Now, several of the ruling alliance members whom Northeast Live has spoken to, they said that already Article 355 is in force in Manipur. That's what they are saying. Article 355 means central government is looking after the law and order situation and of course routing it through the state government. But they are saying that despite the presence of 60,000 central paramilitary forces and army personnel, the situation is going out of hand. And that is the reason why they want to try this out. If it is suspended animation, it is governor's rule, then the center has to become much more proactive. So that is the idea. Now, as far as the violence is concerned, it has gone to a whole new level because we have seen sophisticated drones dropping rocket-propelled grenades, and in several parts of Manipur, already one woman has died and another child has sustained serious injuries in this drone attack. And then yesterday, all of a sudden, we saw long-range improvised missile systems being used. It was a projectile that was fired from a distance of 7 to 10 kilometers. This attack took place. The target was the residence of the former Chief Minister and freedom fighter M. Koirang. This took place in Bishnupur district, very, very close to the iconic INA memorial, where a priest was killed and several people were wounded. So, in view of this escalating tension, the emergency cabinet meeting where MLAs toyed with this idea, and today when the Governor Lakshman Prasad Acharya returns to Imphal, Chief Minister Biren Singh and the ruling alliance MLAs are likely to meet him and perhaps come up with this idea and discuss, and may even come up with this, submit a proposal to keep the assembly in suspended animation. That may bring Manipur under president's rule.
Right, Wasbir. So if the Chief Minister and his cabinet colleagues take a final decision on this, then Manipur may come under President's rule, isn't it?
Absolutely. A final decision has to be taken by Chief Minister Biren Singh and his cabinet colleagues, and only then the proposal will be submitted to the governor. And of course, there will be a discussion between the Chief Minister and the governor as well. And the governor may also come up with his own recommendations. And yesterday, even as the cabinet meeting was going on, Union Home Minister Amit Shah had a telephonic conversation with Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, where we understand that the centre has once again assured that there will be full support to deal with the situation in Manipur. But the situation is spiraling out of hand with sophisticated weapons being used and new technology being used to target each other. So, therefore, it is a very, very volatile situation, and the violence going several notches higher. Now, we have our correspondent in Imphal, Lucky Boy Singh, joining from Imphal live. Lucky Boy, bring us up to date as far as the law and order situation is concerned. What is going on in Jiribam? And we understand there is fresh firing and lobbing of bombs in the Sugnu area. First, describe the locations and describe what is happening there.
Yes, Wasbir, right now in Jiribam, there were also a heavy cross-firing between the armed miscreants and the security forces, as the armed miscreants came down from the hills and have brutally killed a person in his own house, and there were heavy cross-firing broke out between the security forces and armed miscreants, in which altogether nine people have lost their life in the cross battle of both the communities. And on the other side, in Sugnu, they were again attacked.
Lucky, you are saying, does people die? You are saying cross-firing between security forces and armed miscreants. Is it a cross-firing between two communities or between security forces and armed miscreants? Can you clarify that?
Yes, Wasbir, in early morning, yes, there were cross-firing between the armed miscreants of both the community, and later it was again the cross-firing again continue with the security forces right now in Jiribam, Wasbir.
Right, and tell us what is happening in Sugnu. We are getting reports that there is also trouble that has broken out in Sugnu.
Yes, Wasbir, today early morning, 4 drones have been looking after all the security places which has been used by the armed miscreants. 4 drones have been flying towards the Sugnu from the hills, and they have took the ground data regarding the deployment of security forces. And after returning of the drone, there were RPGs launched from the hills towards the Sugnu. And now, right now, security forces, there is state Kaching District Police as well as the BSF is now having a crossfire between the armed miscreants.
All right, and what else is happening in the political front? The governor Lakshman Prasad Acharya, who is out of Imphal, he is likely to return to Imphal today, isn't it?
Yes, Wasbir, today the governor of Manipur, Lakshman Prasad Acharya, will be visiting again in the state. And yes, yesterday itself there were a security meeting called by the Chief Minister Biren Singh, and an emergency cabinet meeting was again called by the Chief Minister at late evening yesterday. And today also at around 4, the Chief Minister Biren Singh is again calling another cabinet meeting before meeting the governor of Manipur, Wasbir.
Okay, this is breaking news. The Chief Minister Biren Singh has called another cabinet meeting at 4 p.m. today. That is the breaking story. 4 p.m. this evening, there will be a cabinet meeting, a second cabinet meeting within a span of less than 24 hours. And after this cabinet meeting, the entire team is likely to meet the governor. That means the speculation is growing now about the chief minister and his cabinet recommending putting the state assembly in suspended animation. That is the speculation. We are not confirming this right now, but intense speculation that today in the cabinet meeting, second cabinet meeting that the chief minister has called within 24 hours, the cabinet meeting will be held at 4 p.m. today, and this decision will be taken whether or not to keep Manipur Assembly in suspended animation. And only after this cabinet meeting is the Chief Minister and his ruling alliance team going to meet the state governor Lakshman Prasad Acharya, who will be back in Imphal by then.